Hi, this is Julie. Thanks for joining me. Some people consider the practice of meditation being on a spiritual path. Some believe that it has to do with religion, while others associate it with New Age self-help. But maybe it is actually neither of these. Maybe it peacefully coexists with any religious belief you already have, even if that's a complete absence of religious belief. Maybe spirituality is how you work with your thoughts and emotions, how you hold your mind and heart, how you live your life, and how you relate to yourself and others and the world around you. Many people cannot think about meditation without thinking about the Buddha. The story of the Buddha is very simple. The man who became the Buddha was a prince in India. He was sheltered by his father from all the causes of suffering. He was only surrounded by beauty and pleasure, but he became curious about what went on in the world beyond the palace walls. He insisted on seeing it for himself. When he went out and was exposed to the realities of suffering, sickness, and death, he was deeply distressed. He felt he had to find a way to seek some balance amidst the differences between the reality of the outside world and the one which he had grown up in. He came upon a monk, and he decided to leave all his pleasures and worldly possessions behind to pursue enlightenment. What is the actual definition of enlightenment here? Well, it can be the ability to see the nature of reality and be at peace with that. So, this prince decided he would throw himself into his religious practice and severe self-discipline and renunciations of all forms of indulgences, but then he nearly died of starvation. And he began to realize that self-imposed aggression and deprivation, that wasn't part of the path to enlightenment. And so when he was physically well enough, he sat down beneath a Bodhi tree and meditated, simply being with his thoughts and feelings until he understood the nature of reality. Whether you are interested in the story of the Buddha or not, we have learned that the reason a meditation practice is so critical to our overall health, to seeing things as they are, is because it changes the structure and function of our brain. The changes that we encounter as a result of our meditation practice are not only limited to our time sitting. They extend into every part of our lives when we practice consistently. The brain sharpens, and we become less reactive and more skillfully responsive. I'd like to practice with you today a meditation called Shamatha meditation. It is very simple. There are 3 aspects to this type of meditation: mindfulness of body, mindfulness of breath, and mindfulness of mind. This talk and this meditation are based upon the writings of Jenna Hallenstein in her book, Eat to Love. Let's begin our meditation now, starting with the first aspect, mindfulness of body. Take a comfortable seat. One that emphasizes the dignity in stopping in the middle of this crazy life to work with your mind. Your meditation posture is relaxed yet uplifted. You can sit on a cushion on the floor, crossing your legs loosely, or you can sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Whether you're seated on a cushion or a chair, feel your body sitting. Feel your body connect with the seat underneath you and give your weight over to it completely. It's okay to allow yourself to take up, fully occupy the space, rather than trying to make yourself smaller in any way. You can lengthen, and as you are building from the ground up, allow your hips, your spine, your shoulders, and your head to stack one above the other. Let your pelvis rest in a neutral position, neither tilted forward or slumped backward. The spine is straight and strong in its natural curves. The neck is long, and the crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. The front of your body feels open and soft. Allow your belly to relax. Stop clenching it or holding it in. Allow your chest and heart to soften as well. Release your shoulders down your back. Let your upper arms become parallel with the sides of your waist. Rest your hands palms down on the tops of your thighs. Play with the position of your hands so that they feel as if they are neither pushing nor pulling your upper body. You could even release your hands down by your sides, and then bending at the elbows, let your hands rest wherever they land on your thighs. Relax and soften your hands. Release the muscles of your face and throat. Let the jaw relax. And maybe let the tip of your tongue rest where the back of the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Let your body breathe itself. Your breath is natural, your own rhythm, breathing in and out through your nose. You don't need any special technique. You can even try keeping your eyes open, because this is a practice of wakefulness and being with whatever arises. You cast your gaze down slightly at a point about 6 feet in front of you. Your eyes can take in the full visual field, but without focusing on any one spot. You can try this and maybe imagine that your eyes are relaxing back in their sockets, or that you are looking at a point in the middle distance. Meditation with eyes open may feel a little different for you. And that's okay. Maybe just give that a try. Or, if it feels more comfortable, as you are being mindful of your body, you may close your eyes. In the second aspect, mindfulness of breath, let's bring our attention to the physical qualities of the breath. The feeling of the air on the outside of the nostrils, or how it feels moving through the back of the throat. The way your chest widens and draws back in, or the rise and fall of your belly. The feeling of your clothing on your skin. Place your awareness on each inhale and how it happens naturally without you managing it. And how at some exact point the inhale turns into the exhale, and how there is a small space or pause at the end of the exhale before your body breathes in again naturally. Instead of thinking about or observing each breath, you are feeling yourself breathing. Feeling yourself breathing in each unique inhale and breathing out each unique exhale in the present moment. Continue this on your own. If you notice that you're becoming absorbed or distracted in a line of thought to the point that you've lost your focus on the feeling of the breath, this isn't a problem. Just acknowledge the thought. You can even label it thinking, storytelling. And then let it go. Particularly let it go, and gently bring yourself back to the feeling of the breath. Noticing that you've become distracted is not a bad thing. It's actually something to celebrate, because in that moment, you're fully aware, and you have chosen to once again come back to place your body and mind and breath in the same place. You've come back to the feeling of the breath. Moving on to the third aspect, mindfulness of mind. Now place your mind's attention on the feeling of the breath as if riding waves. While you're aware of the breath in waves, you may notice thoughts flickering like little fireflies or passing by like clouds. Because just as the eyes continue to see and the ears continue to hear, the mind is going to keep making thoughts. This is not a problem or something you need to stop. We don't wipe our mind clean like a slate when we meditate. Instead, we practice allowing our mind to be as it is, while you choose to feel the breath. Maybe you've begun to notice that if you don't get attached to them, most thoughts will come and go on their own. Maybe you can even think of your thoughts as being the background of your awareness while you feel your breath in the foreground. When we experience distraction, thoughts, noticing our self-thinking is the practice. So it doesn't matter how many times your attention strays. Whenever you notice that this happens, just gently escort your attention back to your breath, back to the object of your meditation. Notice your body sitting. The pressure, the temperature, the feeling of your clothes upon your skin. Being aware of your body, and then bringing your attention back to the physical qualities of the breath as it moves in and out. Each inhale becoming each exhale. Feeling your body breathing itself. Breathing in each unique inhale and each unique exhale in the present moment. And feeling your mind's attention on the breath as if you're riding the waves of the breath. The mind is lulled and recedes into the background. Your thoughts recede into the background of your awareness while you focus gently on the wave of your breaths. Thank you for joining me for meditation practice today. May we all find peace, no matter what we are given.